Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday. It is Friday. TGIF. Thank God I'm free. Well, not really free. I have a fee, but I don't know. They say I'm free. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and bears, this is Magic Brad here on the Magic Brad Show. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just like that, subscribe to the channel, give a little like to the video. That's really appreciative. And then ring that little bell and you get notifications about other coming things, upcoming videos. So I'm supposed to have a guest here, but time went by and they're not here yet, but they may be popping in at any time, so stand by. Her name is Carolyn. She's in the virtual event world, which is something new, kind of. You know, the pandemic made us go online with everything, so that's where it's shifting. And the new buzzword is hybrid because they feel it coming back. So there's going to be your virtual online events and then your live in-person events too, with social distancing and precautionary measures so nobody gets sick. So I think our friend Carolyn just popped in. So if you'll stand by, we'll bring her on. She's here. She's in the green room. I've got some virtual M&Ms and some sodas and stuff back there for her, but I'm going to bring her on. Her name is Carolyn. Hang on one second, ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries. Here she is. It's Carolyn. Hi there, Carolyn. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
It is a good morning. What part of the world are you in?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, you're north of us. I'm in Minnesota, for cripe's sakes. We're right on the border there, Canada.
Oh.
I'm familiar with you guys.
Yeah.
You like to party up there in Canada.
Yeah, it's good. Cold.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it gets cold and you get used to it. I've been in Minnesota pretty much all of my life, and it does get cold, but it gets warm too.
Oh,
so you just got to wait for it, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
So today we're going to talk about virtual events, which is an interesting thing because it's new. I mean, it's a whole new world out there with everything going digital, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What got you into the virtual event world? Were you in the in-person event world prior to that?
That's a very good question and answer. No, I wasn't like planning events for the money and all that. I was planning the live events for volunteer. You do it for friends, for organizations, you
Sure.
volunteer in and all that. So I have lots of experience in planning live events as per birthdays or like Stampede, all those kind of women conventions and all those trade fairs and things like that. So I had
You probably have actually more experience than a specific event planner because the meeting planner knows how to do meetings. They
Yes.
might not know all the other things, the banquets and the fairs and the festivals and the fundraisers.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
I did lots of those, but during the pandemic last year, so with everything happening and everything going on, I just said to myself, you know what? These people are not doing this virtual events very well because I'm an online marketing strategist. So I know how to connect with people online. I know how to start the conversation. I know how to build the relationship on the online space. So what happened last year when I saw what people were doing, that the event planners, because everything was canceled, they all moved their events, live events, to online. And I observed that most of them, they were doing it like they would do webinars one way. Webinar is more of an information thing. You bring people in, you pass the information to them. And you just find out that that is the way most of these people, like I always say, I like entrepreneurs. They are quite creative. So, but they needed a way to come on board and continue with their businesses, but they were doing it with all that. So when I saw that and noticed that there were lots of things not going well, I just said, you know what? I already have experience in live events and I have experience in the virtual space on the online marketing. So I'm just going to come out here and help business owners.
So you
plan
bring that up.
effective events.
I've been in the event world pretty much my entire life, and what a lot of people don't realize is at an event, you go to the convention center, the meeting might happen in the exhibit hall, it might happen in the lobby, it might happen in the concession stand area, it might happen outside when they're having a cigarette, it might happen in the bathroom when they're doing their human needs break. So you need to know that when you're doing a virtual event, because you need to be able to, like you said, if someone's just doing a lecture and everybody's just listening, that's just a one-way conversation. You need to be able to figure out how can you get them to interact, how can you get them to show up, how can you get them to participate, all those things. Yes.
Yes, exactly. And that is where I came in, because I already have these skills in the online space. I already know how to connect with business owners, because I'm into business conversion, connection, relationship building in the online space. That is the skill I have, and that is the way I build my business. So I said, you know what? I'm going to bring in these skills in the virtual. So what I started doing is, if you're organizing a virtual event, we make it more interactive.
Yeah.
So we create the rooms where people can play games in rooms. We make even outside the event. I kind of like, especially if it's a conversion event where you want to sell and all that, I kind of make it where people can interact more. Because when people interact more in your events, you close more sales. And that is why events are very effective marketing strategy.
Yes.
Because it gives people that time to interact, build that relationship, build that trust, and move forward. Yeah.
You do just primarily on the Zoom platform, or do you take advantage of a lot of other different?
Now I do mainly on Zoom, but I have a platform I bought into called Event Frames, which they are new. So I'll be planning on there because it gives me more room to take more people. Like it can take, like Zoom, you're limited to like 100 people. If you upgrade 500,
Yeah.
which is good. But with this one, I can host more people. So it all depends on the clients I have. But I like the Zoom. Why Zoom is quite comfortable, it's convenient. All you need to know is be creative around it.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of other things like I've seen some of these things where they're almost like a video game where people can walk around and they can get into a certain area and have a one-on-one conversation, and then they can leave that little blue ring and go to a different area and have another conversation. So it's almost like virtually like a artificial intelligence almost,
Yes,
the video
yes.
stuff. So do you do like for the interactive and stuff, do you actually mail them a physical like a party pack or something? Because they don't get their little gift bag at the door, so you might have to mail it to them.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
oh, you disappeared.
Did I lose you?
You're doing a
Okay.
magic show. You disappeared.
I know my alarm system went on. Yeah, for my clients, yes, we do. What I do is, usually when you come for events, you have that bag you go home with in the
Mhm.
live events. But in this events, because it's virtual, so we mail. So yeah, so we mail out those things. So depending on the kind of event we are planning, especially if I have events where vendors are in the live, so I really make them, they bring in those things, we put everything together and we mail it.
Yeah, yeah. I just interviewed a woman that does art parties, and she does like team building for corporate, and that's what
Yes.
she does. Sends a little package with the different paints and brushes and things that go out to the participant, and then they do the little art thing and show their drawings on the screens and things. You got to have that engagement. Make it as much as humanly possible, human-like.
Yeah, we do that. Like for what I do, because it's a virtual event and we kind of have more people from different part of the world. It's going to take so much money to send that out for somebody like
Yeah.
me. So what we do is, let's say for example, one of the events we had mixology drink person come to teach how to do drinks, mix cocktails and mocktails. So what we did, she mapped out the recipe for us.
Right.
So we sent it earlier. We sent it out earlier to the attendees for them to get everything required.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Yeah.
went ahead, they bought the things, and she came in. Everybody on your own, you participate, and you we all drink.
It definitely takes a different creative mind to all of a sudden say, "Oh, we can't do this in person. How are we going to make this happen? You know, in a
I,
different way." Because it can be done. You just got to figure out how to do it. Like
exactly.
Tony Robbins did a big giant thing, and he has that walking through fire. He didn't do the walking through fire, but the breaking through the board with the karate chop thing. So he
Mhm.
mailed out a package to all of his attendees with the board in it, so they could break it and break through and all that stuff.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
you
amazing.
create that environment as best you possibly can.
E- Exactly. That's why we are creative, right?
Mhm.
Like I always say, I like entrepreneurs. We are creative. For you to be an entrepreneur, you just have to put on your creative hat.
Well, I'm amazed at how fast people pivoted into starting like a lot of the magician friends I've got. They're doing magic shows via Zoom, and they've got whole stages behind them and multiple cameras shooting. It's like a TV production, and they just keep the ball rolling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
That's
work in a specific niche, like women's groups or trade show people or businesses or families. You work in a specific niche?
yeah. For me, where I really specialize is new businesses, new product launch. If you're launching a product or you are into business, starting out business, and I just tell people, don't drop your product, don't drop your event, your business, launch it out. So that is what I always tell people, launch it out, because you want to create that visibility as fast as possible for your business. So, and the effective way to do that is by using events. Like if you do events, give yourself the next 90 days of putting your business out there with events. You're going to create massive, massive visibility for your business. And that is exactly what your business needs at that beginning stage. It needs the visibility. After you've gotten out there, then you start doing conversion, which is
Oh
the
yeah.
selling part. So yeah, so I concentrate on the, if you're launching out new products, new business. Yes.
I think a lot of people end up trying to make the one event too big, and they should probably be doing a lot of little events that move up to the big event. A lot of mini webinars, introductions, conversations that lead up to the bigger launch, sort of a pre-launch up to the launch.
Yes, yes, that is very good. That is very important. You start up like that, you keep going like that. But if it's somebody that already has an experience, or you already have a product or things like that, you can just do the big launch. If you already have that link, that community, you can throw the big launch at once. But if you know you don't have the community yet, then it's good you start with the
Do
pre-launch
you do
itself.
you have like a website set up for what you're doing? A domain name yet?
For my personal site, I don't have website. I have an event planning platform which I'm developing. It's called ocaplex.com. So
How do you
my
spell that?
OCCAPLES, ocaplex.com.
Tell me if this is correct.
Let me see.
Like that?
No, with the S as in xylophone and A instead of E.
An, an A instead of E.
Yeah,
A.
OCCAPLES, S as in xylophone.
So like that?
No. OCCA, A as in apple, then P as in Paul, L as in, I don't know what L is for, but then the E as in elephant, then S as in xylophone.
Oh, E, not A.
Yeah, OCCA.
Let me
After the
try it
C
again.
is the A. Yeah.
Okay. How's this?
uh, it's the same. No. Okay, let me start from beginning. O as in Oscar, C as in Caroline, C as in Caroline, A as in apple,
That's correct.
A as in apple, P as in play, L as in yeah.
Why is this so hard for me?
Check your keyboard.
So OCCA.
Yes.
We'll get it. I'll get it up there for you. Is that right? Oka plus?
Just one more thing to go. The S that we have after the E, that S is the S letter xylophone, like in xylophone esque, and we'll be good to go.
I don't understand. How come I'm having such a hard time? PLE. Why don't you put it in the chat?
Okay, there's a chat. Oh, I didn't even know there's a chat here. Like, I'm new to this platform. How does the chat go? Okay, that is way better. So this platform is
This is called StreamYard. I like it because it's simple.
Oh, it's simple. Okay.
Yeah, there's
But
not a
it
lot
just
of
take the number of people it takes in their this thing is limited. Did you get it? Did I send it? The number of people they take in their what is it called studio is limited, right?
Yeah, this is for live streaming. It's not for like big groups like that. No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Atlanta is good for with all the whole thing it does and everything.
I'm sorry for this. I should have probably did this in advance.
You know, it's okay. And that's why I like it with all those things it puts out here. It puts the names and all that. I think Zoom doesn't have those features.
That's what I mean, because this is my thing, is to be able to promote someone like you. Akaplex.
Yeah, Akaplex.
Ta-da! We did it.
Yeah. So Akaplex is an online event planning platform.
There we go.
Yeah. So that is a website we are putting together. So that is my website. It's an online event planning platform. So what we do out there is we have a marketplace. We have a marketplace for businesses in the event industry, in beauty and fashion, where they list their products and services. And then we have an online event planning platform on it, which we are still putting up, where you come out there and you plan your event. You connect with these vendors in the marketplace, and you go plan your event online. So we are bringing the event planning online.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different world. I mean, if the nice thing about this virtual world that we're in, if I would have ordered these from a printer and brought them to the live event and had them printed, I would have to rush back to them and say, hey, this is spelt wrong. We'd have to redo it. But I did it right on the fly right here.
Exactly. Technology is so amazing these days. It's really taking us places these days, which is really amazing.
Well, very cool. I don't do these too long. I keep them kind of condensed so people have an opportunity to consume them, because we only got 24 hours in a day. So if there's anything else you want to share, this is how people get a hold of you, through Akaplex.
Yeah, okaplex.com. Just send me a message, caroline@okaplex.com.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Caroline, I appreciate you taking the time, and we connected on good old Facebook. That's kind of a fascinating thing too. There's many platforms to connect on.
All right. Thank you so much for having me this day.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, bye now.
Well, that was our friend Carolyn. We had a little bit of a challenge putting together that Akaplex thing, but we did get it right now. And if you missed it, it's right here, akaplex.com. That's how you find Carolyn and her virtual event planning services. And that's what's got to happen these days until we can get back into live. And what's happening after the virtual is it ends up being a hybrid. People are going to keep these online things going with a camera or something off to the side, and then they're going to do the live in-person things too, I predict. So peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind,